2022 was drawing to a close, but there was still one trip planned for the year. Los Angeles with Axel and Kat. This time Harshit had decided to join us, and all the credit for the professional looking photos goes directly to him. I use these for our wedding invites. Sushant and I decided to take the train to LA, 31 hours from San Antonio to Union Station. We took the bus to San Antonio and spent Christmas Eve in the city, remembering the Alamo, drinking in a bar on the Riverwalk, even tried some Gluhwein for soaking in the holiday spirit. Finally, we boarded the trains. There was the good, the bad, and the ugly. Once we crossed Alpine, the views improved significantly. The sunset and the sunrise were a sight to behold, but the food and facilities on the train were limited. And the company in our compartment was questionable, to say the least. An old lady kept talking to herself, listening to fairly offensive videos, and asked us to go back to India. That pretty much summarizes it. It was a journey to remember, not to repeat. Finally, we reached Simi Valley at 6 a.m. on December 26th. But there's no rest for those that choose to travel with Radhika. We were off to Monterrey, 6-hour drive to pick up Harshit at the airport, and we spent the rest of the day hitting the West Coast tourist spots. Carmel by the Sea, 17-mile drive, foggy goodness. It was night when we set off for the cabin. Our stay for the night was in National Park number 14 at the Pinnacles campground. A very tired group of people settled in for the night. Next day was hike day, and the High Peaks Trail was first on the agenda. Our path took us through Bear Gulch and the Condor Gulch. We even saw a few condor up there flying. At least I thought they were condor. 5.6 miles, 1600 feet. I won't lie, it took longer than I hoped to reach the High Peaks Trail. But once there, I practically ran up the steep and narrow sections. This was a very fun hike and one I would love to do again. But before heading back home, we decided to check out one more, Balconies Trail, and we turned around once it started to get dark. That was that for Pinnacles National Park. We still had a few days left in LA and decided to go to Santa Catalina Island, Rudy's second home. We took the electric bike up some hills and enjoyed a pleasant evening by the water before we said goodbye. We said a quick hello to Rudy at Seal Beach. And said a long goodbye to 2022 with Harshit's carefully crafted cocktails. And just like that, it was 2023.